Like, I'm in here, I am losing my mind. I'm like a kid. This is beautiful. Everybody smoke up. Just put them in the air.
Stop babysitting.
Oh, here, you want to hit it? I mean, you know. I want my lighter back. About 50 people gonna lose lighters in here tonight. I can tell you that right now. And I'm about to go home with at least half of them. So if you don't got your name on your lighter, we smoke together, I will get your lighter. How's everybody feeling this evening? This is awesome, man. Oregon. I love Oregon. This is awesome. This is such a wonderful concept. Weed and comedy. And she's been doing this shit a long time ago. Not alcohol and comedy. Alcohol is always a fight breakout. It's always a fight. Everybody too laid back right now to start a fight. Nobody, we only fighting to get to the bathroom and get in the line for snacks. That's the only fights that's breaking out in here. It's beautiful. How's everybody doing? What you working on, man? What's that?
It's a portable dab rig.
Portable dab rig? All right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, so, you know, I'm just used to blunts and zigzags. So all this is new to you.
Yeah, it's like a vaporizing bong for shatter and stuff.
I know. I had a bag of weed, like an air bag of weed. I'm like, what the fuck? Just a bag of weed. It's almost like pre-chewed food. They just put the weed in the bag and all I do is inhale. Like, I was just like, this is fucking great. This is awesome. That's why everybody from California is moving up here, not because of low prices and shit. It's like we can smoke weed inside. This is awesome. Are you recording this? I got warrants. You gotta let me know. I'm gonna be on cops. I at least need a 3-day warning so I can get going.
You can run the story.
All right, my name is Real Hijinks. I've been doing this comedy thing for a while. I love comedy. Comedy is just, it's a beautiful thing. Comedy is wonderful. Comedy is awesome. Comedy gets you women. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Comedy just gets you high bills and stress. But I do have a little bit. Where the single ladies at? Any single ladies in here? Any single ladies? Are you single? You single? Let me ask you a question. Why are you single? You can give an honest answer. It's okay. We all friends. We're high. Don't nobody nobody's gonna remember tomorrow.
Because I'm a dominant bitch.
Dominant bitch. Can I say bitch? Is that? I don't want. Is that? Can't say that to a black woman. You get cut up in this motherfucker. You gotta be careful. I'm a dominant bitch. What? Go ahead. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Is that it?
That's it.
Most women say they can't find a good man. They say there's no good men out there, and that's a lie. You ladies need to stop discriminating on these men that went to jail. I'm just saying, stop discriminating on these men. You never know, they might have went to jail for something that might benefit your ass. Like, ladies, would you ever date a man that's been arrested for breaking and entering? No?
Maybe.
No, maybe? She like, fuck it.
How long ago? Over 20 years, nothing since.
The job off the job like vacation too, right?
Born with morals. That's cool. Most women wouldn't, but why wouldn't you want to date a man that's arrested for breaking and entering? You know you never get locked out your house again. Right. You've all been there before. I can't seem to find my keys. Oh shit, what's that, a masturbable deadlock? Shit, go right on in, girl. There you go. Did I just dial 911 in my pocket? I did. If the police show up here, they gonna call back. How am I gonna explain I'm high doing comedy right now? That is going to be a hell of a conversation. So, sir, let me explain. I was high, and I called you because I was high. I hope they don't call. I'm gonna say this. We gonna get raided in a minute. I feel it's legal, so I ain't even worried about it. So, ladies, you wouldn't date a man. How about, ladies, would you ever date a man that's been arrested for assault and battery? No? No? At least you know his ass can fight and get you out of a situation. You done been in the club before, somebody bumped into you. You're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, bitch, bitch. Tommy whoop his ass. That's right, Tommy, beat the shit out of him. You need that, ladies. Don't discriminate. Last one. Ladies, would you ever date a man that's been arrested for stalking? No? Said you couldn't keep a man. This motherfucker ain't going nowhere. He just outside your house and shit just... I love you, girl. Stop discriminating. You go into the club and ask these men, what's your sign? You need to start asking them, have you done it any time? That might get you closer to love. Are y'all really that high?
Yeah.
Yes. Can I get my pipe back? And my lighter? Damn. Can't even be nice to people. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys make sure you stop by the bar, get you something to drink. They're the dab tenders. They have, that's the correct term. Dab tenders, they have water, chips, all the bunch of shit you gonna need right now. I got cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Like, this place is awesome. This is like Disneyland for adults. This is the shit I'm talking about. Every table is a different ride of weed. I'm gonna start down here on the loop-de-loop. I'm gonna work my way around to there, circle my way back around to the bar, get a dab, go back out to the back, smoke a cigarette. Why would I smoke cigarettes though? That's like, it's like cheating my lungs. I shouldn't even smoke a cigarette no more. Now that weed is legal, everybody that smokes cigarettes should stop. Every time you want to smoke a cigarette, pull out a joint. Do the world a favor. I'm telling you, you'll love yourself in the morning. Or you'll at least gain weight from all the munchies. Either way, you're gonna be happy. I am higher than the astronauts on a giraffe's ass. I mean, I am. This is awesome. Sir, the owner of this club, you are a freaking genius. Like, this is the most, I mean, this is, you're Einstein of weed. I want you to know that. Like, you are, this shit, you should franchise this shit like McDonald's and put it right by McDonald's. Y'all can team up and make so much motherfucking money. You wait till my next kid fundraiser. I'm gonna be selling drugs. I'm gonna be selling shit, and ain't nobody gonna be like, no. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I will take 12 pounds. My daughter's gonna be the cookie selling champion in this bitch. And I owe it all to you, sir. You are a genius. This is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It makes me, you know, it just touches me. It makes me want to give a speech like Martin Luther King or something. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream that one day I could belly up to the bar, surrounded by my people as I inhale, exhale, rolling papers joints, bong hits and blows all around. Pass it on, roll that shit up and pass it on.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen, brother. In that case, the whole life is
Man, oh man. That's awesome. I think jobs should start paying people in weed instead of money. Motherfuckers would never be late for work. You'll never see a motherfucker late for work. They don't want their ounce to be short worth of damn. They're like, nigga, I am here on time. Matter of fact, I am 30 minutes early. For real. If your job paid you by the weed, would you be like, you be doing overtime and some more shit, huh? Like, man, and they have a union for it and shit. Yeah, you go talk to your union rep, like, hey man, this shit about an ounce short. Look, they're trying to short me. I worked all week, that's like an ounce short. That's the real scales of justice. They go back, you are a little short. We're gonna side in his favor. He needs to get his rest of his weed. He worked for that. Get that man his weed. Paid vacations would be fucking awesome. You just sitting at home with a fucking ounce. That's your pay. You cool. There'll be no fights at the workplace. Who fucking fighting high? more weed. Fuck that. Banned alcohol. There's a bar owner in here, so I'm like, fuck that. Let's not get outrageous with the shit. Got smoke detectors going on, goddamn? Yeah.
It's outside, right?
Yep.
You know we smoking a lot when we got smoke detectors outside going on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome lineup of comedians coming up here to hit this stage this evening. If you guys are ready to laugh, let me hear you say yeah! This shit is great. You know what? And all the people that work here, like actually work here, I'm jealous. I'm about to fill out an application like right now. I got my resume and everything already on me. You know what I'm saying? I can sell, we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you can pay me in weed. I will never be late this motherfucker. I'll never be late.
Can you pass the piss test? Sorry.
Let me tell you something. If there's one person in here that can pass the piss test, one. Can anybody in here pass the piss test? Anybody?
Yeah.
We got one in here.
Yeah, you mean like positive?
You keep inhaling. No, you're not.
We're all positive, right?
We're you know what? We're just gonna circle you in a minute and just blow smoke in your face. You know the worst thing is now that when they do the piss test and you can't pass it, and you go to one of your kids and get they piss and they fail it, and you trying to figure out where the fuck you went wrong as a parent. Like, we both can't pass the fucking piss test. One of us. We got an awesome group of comedians coming to the stage tonight. These guys have been handpicked by weed. That's who picked them. The hand of weed picked these guys. I am high. I am high as fuck. I'm coming down there to hit your dab real quick. That's cool. That's why I like weed is friendly. Motherfuckers would not buy a motherfucker a drink. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, you crazy as fuck. Hennessy, you better kiss my ass. And here they're like, shit, come here to dab. Hey, we all gonna be friends in this bitch. Everybody's Facebook is gonna go up at least 100 motherfucking friends by the end of the goddamn night. Where you meet him at? Dab bar, yeah. We was in the Northwest Cannabis Club just smoking up away. We friends, supposed to play golf next week, and I don't even know how to play golf. Okay. Like I said, 4 great comedians about to hit the stage. These guys are fucking hilarious, and you guys are gonna enjoy yourselves this evening. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, please make sure you stop by the bar. And yeah, this is like. Now I know how like when they win Miss America, they pass them flowers and shit. They're like, oh my god, oh my god. This is the same way. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, God.
Y'all should have never did this. 4 awesome comedians hitting the stage. This first comedian coming up tonight, this is... here, let me get this back to you. Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't want it to go out before you got here. I want to make sure that shit stay lit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a weed smoker that cares. This first comedian comes to the stage this evening. This young man, just a funny gentleman. You guys are gonna love this young man. A friend of mine, glad he can make it out here. I just said weed and jokes, and he was like, I'm there. That's pretty much what I said to all the comedians. Most of them might even get past weed. They're like, I'm there. Hey man, we're going to tell jokes of the weed. I'm there. Hey, so that's how it works. This first one coming to the stage, a good friend of mine, very funny young man. I don't know how you gonna come up here.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Everybody get together and make a human stare. Real quick. Nobody? You guys are high. First gentleman coming to the stage, very funny young man. You guys are gonna love him. Please put your hands together and show your love for Mr. Daniel Martin Alston!
Sure. No, thank you guys for having us out. It's great to be here. It's like being on another planet. Another round of applause to the owner and Hijinks for getting this together and coordinating. So, I was walking to a bus stop the other night after a show, and I want to say it was sometime between 11 and midnight, judging from my level of intoxication and self-doubt. So my only option for food was the 24-hour subway downtown, and parked right there in front of the door was a transient gent watching Netflix on what I can only assume to have been his laptop. And at that moment I thought to myself, priorities. Because surely on some plane of reality, food, shelter, or job application might trump Doctor Who. Now, some people say you shouldn't give cash to the homeless because they'll just waste it on drugs and liquor. But that to me is a weak argument. Saying as I routinely give cash to stably employed and sheltered acquaintances for the express purpose of wasting it on drugs and liquor. And the follow-up argument is always, funding someone else's substance abuse does more harm than good. But that assumes that the average substance abuser would rather spend all their time begging for money from self-righteous hypocrites than to have the best fucking drug binge of their life before dying of an overdose behind a strip club. So I consider that opinion to just be cruel and inhumane. All the same, I have contrived what I consider to be a reasonable compromise. Put the cash in an envelope labeled with its intended use. Be that food, shelter, or Netflix. For my part, the lion's share of my envelopes will read manicure, because surely I'm not the only one who's noticed a peculiar percentage of transients with exceptionally long, thick fingernails. So the least we could do is wash them to reveal the perfect, all-natural, or perhaps drug and liquor-induced, French manicure I believe resides just below the fungus. Proving once and for all that despite all the time and effort I put into my physical appearance, I will never be as thin and pretty as a crackhead. Anyone like bacon in here? Anyone eat bacon? Thank you. Yeah. But you guys also know that it's been proven now that pork causes cancer, which is how you know that shit is good. Because anything good causes cancer. Everything. Think about it. Drinking, driving, unprotected sex, red meat, smoking, huffing gasoline. If it's enjoyable, it causes cancer. So, it seems clear to me that God wants us to have cancer. And who am I, mortal man that I am, to resist the will of God? Especially when He has made cancer the most fun disease to contract. Now, someone disagreed with me at a show once, and I was like, what about syphilis? To which I politely replied, fuck all that. Because see, in order to get syphilis, I would need to exercise and develop social skills. Pork chops have no such requirement. I've never been rejected by a pork chop. That's a 100% success rate with zero performance anxiety. Because I've also never started a pork chop and been unable to finish. And having finished a pork chop, it always goes down just the way I want. I got approached about a week ago by another comic about doing 10 minutes at a showcase they were putting on the following day. So naturally, I just immediately said yes. Because, well, I was excited, exhausted, and intoxicated, the 3 jewels of comedy. So then the next day, I get this text with an address way out in North Portland. And for context, I live in Hillsdale, which is the most southwestern point that's still Portland. And it says, be here by 8:45. Cool, whatever. So since I don't drive, I figure I should get there a little early. So I get to this address around 8:30, and it's a house. It's a house. Let me rephrase this for you. It's some random fucking guy's random fucking house, is what I'm saying. So anyhow, I figure losers can't be choosers. So I find the homeowner. And when I say that, I mean the homeowner is the only person I find because no one else is there. And he looks at me, and he's like, "Oh, are you one of the performers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a comic." And he's like, "Great. Things should get started around 9. There are a few musicians, and then you guys would go on around 11. So now I'm faced with a dilemma. Option 1, I hang out with this asshole in hopes of telling 10 minutes of jokes by morning and then crash on his couch. Or option 2, I go home, take off my pants, and go the fuck back to bed. By which I mean back to couch, because I sleep on a couch. So really my options are his couch or mine. Now, this is how I know I'm getting older, guys. Because this would have been a no-brainer for me in my 20s. It would have been like, hell yeah, I'm sticking around here and throwing up on this guy's patio. But the thing is, it's also a no-brainer for me now in my 30s. Because before I had even finished weighing my options, I was home, pantless on my couch with post-masturbatory shivers. But I will admit, since most of my sexual release is through masturbation, I don't have an O face anymore. Because it's just me alone, just going. So I have an off face. Which I still think is a little better than that weird porn star snarl O face. You know, you get that big buff guy nose on too many steroids, and he's like, at the end, what the fuck is that? I swear it looks like a threat. Like, he's just looking down at the other guy's cum-drenched hair. He's like, you know you're gonna have sex with me again sometime. Or move back to Oklahoma. It's creepy. It's not right. No, that's why I don't even masturbate to porn anymore. I just sit in front of a mirror and judge myself to orgasm. That way I have guilt, shame, and semen. One-stop shopping. So, like I said, I am getting older, and I actually feel much older than I actually am because I have an 11-year-old. And for those of you who don't have children, let me explain. When you have children, you can add their age to your own, because that's how many years have been stolen from you. So, I'm 34 going on 45, and I've reached that awkward point in life where you can no longer tell how old anyone else is. For example, I work in a specialty pharmacy, which is not the same thing as a marijuana dispenser, I'm sorry to say. And I'm mostly sorry for myself, I don't give two fucks how you feel about it. But we dispense high-end experimental medications to patients with chronic conditions like multiple sclerosis, cancer, syphilis, AIDS, and children. So as medical professionals, I know all of my peers and colleagues are at least in their 20s, but they all appear to me to be maybe 16 tops. And I feel bad about it because I know I treat them like children. Like, we'll be coming in the morning, I find myself patting them on the head, giving them noogies, feeding them graham crackers. Graham crackers, by the way, that's a stoner invention. We can agree on that, right? Like, don't you have to be a little high to sit around and think to yourself, dude, what if I take a saltine and combine that with a snickerdoodle? My name is Graham, we'll call them graham crackers. Mind blown. Why? Why would you do that? Graham crackers are the first food in history to successfully be an equally shitty cracker and cookie at the same time. Matter of fact, I take back my original assessment. You don't have to be a little high to come up with a graham cracker. You have to be sort of stoned out of your mind that causes you to wake up on your couch at 2 in the morning and decide to make French toast. But all you have in your kitchen is a bag of croutons and a carton of eggnog that's already gone bad. And you still make French toast. That's the level of stoner ingenuity that gave you the graham cracker. That aside, I am glad to see marijuana being legalized. That's great. I'm glad to see it gaining increased social support across the country, as it should. Personally, I think all drugs should be legal, all of them across the board. If for no other reason than the fact that every man, woman, and child in this country, and probably on the planet, is already on drugs. The only reason anyone judges anyone else's drug use is because you either don't understand the effects of the drug or the mindset of the person using the drug. For example, maybe you keep a lot of late nights, but you also work a day job. You're probably on caffeine most of the time. That's a drug. Or maybe you have a really sweet scrap metal collection and you're also afraid monsters live under your bed. Maybe you should do some meth. That's also a drug. Or maybe you just really like getting in fights and throwing up after having sex with strangers, therefore alcohol. Personally, none of those drugs really appeal to me because I can't relate to them. But then there's heroin. Bear with me. Is because I could very easily imagine myself curled up in a fetal position with my head under a blanket crying in the corner of a public restroom on some smack. That's a drug that I can relate to. Sweet, sweet heroin. I am trying to be a little more masculine these days, so I've been working out a little harder at the gym, growing out my version of a beard. Starting to wear dog tags. Replacing polysyllabic words with bro. It's gone well so far. One of my other strategies, I like to politely ask women if they would like to be catcalled, and proceeding to do so as long as they're in the mood and have given me express consent. I think that's pretty butch. Most importantly though, I no longer just watch sports. Now I always wear my favorite team's jersey and bark at my television and like just, throw a football. It doesn't even matter which sport I'm watching. I'm not really throwing it at anyone in particular because I do most things by myself. But like men's gymnastics, huh? Fuck yeah, I'll throw a football to that. Men's figure skating, I would pound my chest and a Heineken. Then throw the bottle on the floor, because fuck carpets, bruh. Here's a real bro tip for you, too. I recently learned that you can open 2 bottles at once if you just line up the caps and pull in opposite directions like 2 bros completing a slap shake while declaring no homo. So, the next time you're at a party, right, and you're feeling romantic, and you're afraid your girl's delicate little hands won't be able to open that beer bottle with the bottle opener she's holding, just help her out, take the bottle out of her hand, align those caps, pop them open, and throw both those bitches on the floor. Just fuck carpets, bro, fuck carpets. Carpets are fags. Anyhow, shit, I locked my own set list. Now I'm gonna have to make this shit up. Oh well, deal with it. I am 34. About 4 years ago, my body started playing a cruel joke on me, and now I have back hair, which is unacceptable. You feel my pain, thank you. Especially since I don't know about you, my body hair doesn't even grow in evenly. So really I have 2 swatches of back hair that make it look like I'm smuggling muskrats under my shirt at all times. And to make matters worse, I've always had this sort of god-awful man gut going. And I remember as a little boy, like child, convincing myself that I had just been born pregnant. And every time I sat down to take a shit, I would tell myself that it was going to be my lucky day, and I was going to give birth through my asshole, have a flat tum-tum, and all the boys would love me. Now, oddly enough, that never happened. Stranger still, I somehow got married and conceived a child who now frequently acts like a little shit. So, all my dreams just turned upside down. So, oh man. What else is going on? What's going on with you people? Are you guys like all together, just one? Oh, nice. Oh, you too. This whole circle. Nice. How do you guys know each other?
Michael. agree on Michael brunch, let's say.
Brunch. Yeah, I love brunch. Who doesn't love brunch? The other thing I love, what often comes with brunch, at least in Portland, are corgis. You guys know corgis, the little dogs? You gotta love corgis, right? Here's the thing, I imagine if I had a corgi, I would just spend all my time with that dog, just judging it and chastising it for its stubby little legs. Have you ever seen a corgi try to chase something? It looks exactly like a slinky trying to skull fuck a gopher. I would love that dog. Less and less every day till I just had it put down for no reason. The other pet I wouldn't mind having would be a Savannah cat. Are you guys familiar with this one? No? Alright, let me explain. Some rich white people, if we're gonna be honest, decided it would be a good idea to breed their domestic tabby with a wild African serval, which is basically a small cheetah. And they did this on purpose to produce the world's largest breed of domestic cat. And I want one. Because aside from the joy of showing this thing off your table and having it chew off your face, I want you to imagine me, Daniel Merden Austin, jogging through the streets of Hillsdale with a cheetah on a leash. Just to make sure we have the same mental image here, my preferred running gear is a penis gourd and a large leather shield. It's good for the cardio. So I was watching a documentary recently called Hot Girls Wanted. The crux of which being that the state of California passed an ordinance requiring all pornographers to use condoms. So naturally, a significant portion of the industry relocated itself to Florida, which has no such laws, because nothing good happens in Florida. Which I can confidently say, having been born in Florida, which is proof positive it produces nothing but disappointment and despair. If you're ever reading a news article and you see Florida in the headline, stop reading. Rest assured, nothing good has happened. Lassie has never rescued Timmy from the well in Florida. In Florida, Lassie snorts a line of meth and enlists the aid of a gang of steroid-enhanced manatees to run a bukkake train on Timmy and toss his small, hairless body into a sinkhole. What I'm saying is Florida is the diseased turd dangling from the pallet-covered colon that is Georgia, about to plop off into the never-clean truck stop urinal which is the Gulf of Mexico. An old friend of mine once asked me if I had ever considered quitting my day job and just doing comedy full-time. And the performing artist in me said yes. But then the agoraphobe that is me said, fuck all that. Because you see, eventually, a touring comedian has to tour places like Florida. So the only way I could do that is if we formed a national comics union and agreed to only tour the southeastern United States via Skype. Then and only then would I consider it on the condition that I could do all of my Skype performances while sitting on my toilet first thing in the morning, downing a bottle of Everclear so as to better relate to my audience. What I'm saying is the only way I can watch porn now is to exhaustively research the female performer to ensure she entered the industry at an age no younger than 22, having completed a degree in women's studies and social justice, and only entered the industry because she happens to be an enthusiastically sex-positive entrepreneur. Then and only then can I proceed to search out her least rapey scene, pop 2 roofies, and promise myself I'm not going to cry this time. Now, I'll leave you with this thought, because I know in a city like Portland where we're very progressive, obviously, I mean, look, this is the face of progress. It's fun and easy to poke fun at conservatives and Republicans, the low-hanging fruit of society, the Floridians, if you will. But I do actually agree with them about one thing. And that's the fact that I give exactly 0 fucks about climate change. Don't get the wrong idea. Obviously, climate change is real. Yes, it is highly accelerated by human activity. But in the short term, if we're really concerned about melting ice caps and rising sea levels, we can take tankers to the glaciers, gather all that melting ice, freeze it, and put it back. Just that simple. I call it Project Ice Tray. And in the long term, we're a resourceful, resilient species, and there's a certain depth underground where the temperatures actually remain perfectly constant. So all we have to do is go there and live like mole people, banging our heads against the wall. We can illumine the whole thing with advanced LED technology. It'll be all crystal caves and shit. What I'm saying is we need to fulfill the dream of Fraggle Rock. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Daniel, how will we power this spectacular subterranean apparatus of yours? The answer is simple. We cover the surface with solar panels, which work like gangbusters without an atmosphere. Plus, we'll have effectively transformed our small island home into a cosmic disco ball, within the orbit of which advanced civilizations can throw raves. Truly, we will have done the Lord's work. But the truth of the matter is, you guys aren't really concerned with human lives, are you? No. What are you worried about? Polar bears. Because all the polar bears are going to go extinct. Let me ask you this. Less than 100 years ago, there was this thing called the Holocaust. And this guy named Adolf Hitler killed like 6 million Jews and a whole bunch of other people. Where were your precious polar bears during that shit? You mean to tell me Hitler wasn't on their radar? Now some of you might be thinking, Daniel, that's ridiculous. Polar bears don't have radar. That's not my fault either.
Good.
Maybe had they evolved a little faster and developed radar, they would have known we were killing the planet and could have prepped for it like we're about to do. What I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of people making excuses for polar bears. They've seen us, they've seen our technology, they know what we can do. They've seen you use a smartphone. But when's the last time you saw a polar bear post hashtag Black Lives Matter? Answer, never. Hashtag truth. And why? Because polar bears are assholes. That's why. Fuck them. Fuck polar bears. Fuck a polar bear right in his ass and make his mother watch. Just run it behind him, club him like a baby seal, grab him by his coat, and ram your stiff, hard American cock deep inside his fuzzy little mailbox, and drill, baby, drill till he's raw and bloody. Then maybe frack him a few times in the kidneys and give him a couple of donkey punches before we finish him off with a hot, thick mercurial cream pie and choke him out like Smog. And then while he's still unconscious, you can walk around to the front, use his tongue to mop off, piss on him, buck him in the forehead, Compton execution style, and throw that motherfucker in the ocean.
Damn.
Or maybe I just need to stop watching Fox News. Give it up for hijinks.
One more time for Daniel Martin Austin! Oh my gosh. So high, so high. You guys really, if you knew how, I started smoking weed in the 8th grade. So this is, you know what I'm saying? This is like when, now I know what like my great-grandparents could, when they could finally vote and that shit like meant something to them. This is what I feel like now. Like I went through the struggle, hiding behind school, smoking weed and not, you know what I'm saying, sneaking around, shh, be quiet, don't, Tonight, now I proudly stand on the corner with a blunt and smoke my blunt with my chest poked out. I am proud to be an American, damn it. At least an Oregonian.
Yeah, let's be specific.
Can't do this everywhere. No, that's why everybody's moving. Anybody here actually from here?
Hey!
There's a few people. That was like 5 people out of the whole crowd that's actually from here. Everybody migrated. Either they moved here after the weed was legal, or they just knew. They just knew. It was just a precursor, and you just, I'm going. Oh my goodness. Anybody here grow up with siblings?
Yep.
Grew up growing up with siblings. I grew up with like 5 other brothers and sisters. It was 5 of us total. My mom had her own little private basketball team. It was like fucking awesome. But the only thing I didn't like about it, you know what I'm saying? My mother didn't love me. No, it's weird that I say that, but there's 2 reasons I can tell my mother didn't love me. One, my mom named me Tyrone Dwight Collins. I sound like a gang-banging Republican Irishman. And the second reason I could tell she didn't love me, my brothers and sisters' last name was Jackson. She just didn't love me. But the way I could really tell she didn't love me, like I said, she had a starting 5 basketball team, but she always treated me like I was the away team. My mom just treated me like have you ever been to a Blazer game? Say they're playing the Clippers, and like Damon Stoudemire goes up, not Damon, oh damn, I am old. Damon Lillard goes up for a layup and they go, Damon Lillard! Then Chris Paul will do the exact same thing, they go, Chris Paul. That's how my mom called me for dinner with the rest of my siblings. She'd be like, Leonard, Chris, Casey, Rundland! Tyrone. She always treated me like I was the away team. But the reason I can really tell is she tried to trade me to the neighbor for a carton of cigarettes, 2 packs of Kool-Aid, and a child to be named later. She didn't love me, y'all. She just didn't love me. Y'all having fun?
Yep.
Everybody's so high and so serious. Everybody's these 2 guys in the back, you're high. How old are you, sir? Do you mind me asking? You looking around, how old are you? 60? That's right, well goddamn it, you look good, sir. That's right, 60! And smoke weed? This is what I love about weed, because you wouldn't see this eclectic group of people together for no other reason but weed. It brings us together.
You pick me up because I'm the oldest?
No, because you just stood out. I like your shirt. It makes your eyes pop. There you go. No, it's just awesome that we can all just sit here, you know what I'm saying? This is just, I love fucking Portland, man. Portland does shit. I love fucking Portland. I'm glad I moved here. Man, I'm so happy. Been here for a while. I love Portland. Is everybody high? Please make sure you're taking care of your dab tenders, you know what I'm saying? If they hook you up, drop them $1 or 2 in the bucket. Make sure you take care of those guys. They are working hard to get you high. For $1 or 2 here or there, man, that is so fucking worth it. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, hey, so dab tenders, do you guys smoke weed when you're at home, or is it like, oh, finally, fucking fresh air? Oh, God. Oh, my God, oh, my gosh. Because I wonder, like, you know, because this would be the only job that I would want to take my work home with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd take this shit straight home. Boy, like, what are you doing? I am still fucking working. I need like 4 more minutes. Fuck that. Love it. This next comedian coming to the stage, again, another good friend of mine. Glad he could make it out tonight to be a part of this. And guys, get high and make you guys laugh. So, you will love him. I promise you. Please, put your hands together and show your love for Mr. Jake Silverman!
Keep it going for Hijinks. Oh my God. How many of you know Hijinks personally? Raise your hand. You guys know him? If you ever been out to his comedy spot, you will know that Hijinks likes to take his time on introductions. So giving this man weed is the worst thing ever. I got you 5 minutes and then I'll bring you up. It's like, dude, 20 minutes between each act. Hijinks recording another hour. That's good, I'm glad. Oh, this place is fucking cool, man. I remember you guys, I don't know if you guys used to come here when it was like the Golden Pony, the Blue Dragon.
Dragonfly.
Lo siento, my bad. My bad. Yeah, Dragonfly. How could I forget the Dragonfly? You guys really classed this place up. This is cool. Dude, you know though, if like a Republican candidate came in here, they would be like, you guys are ruining Christmas. How are you doing this? Drugs and Christmas in the same room? How is this possible? Holy shit. I gotta get you guys a menorah so you can celebrate my holiday too. We need a little Jew pride up here, but you know, it's alright. Christmas is cool with me. That's cool. I guess you like the trees. That's why you have the Christmas. That makes sense. I forgot about that, the trees. That's cool. I like this table over here. You guys have what the kid in Texas got arrested for when he brought to school. He's just like, that's exactly, he's like, it's just a clock. It's just a clock. No, it's just a clock, man. Don't worry about it, teach. It's fucking awesome. Good for you guys. That's cool. All right, what is going on in my life? I'm glad you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling really dumb right now. I went on a first date recently, which is always a dumb idea. It's never fun. Went on a first date. I like to call this date a mushroom first date because we did mushrooms on our first date. Thought it was going to be romantic. It was her first time ever on mushrooms. It's first time. She called me up. I want to get this clear. She called me up to do it. I wasn't trying to like give her like a psychedelic Cosby or anything. The walls will be a Milton. Yeah. So she's like, come on, let's do some mushrooms together. I was like, cool. I met you 20 minutes in my life. This sounds like a great 5 hours. This is gonna be fun. So. Let me just say this, I'm a big fan of the mushroom first date because it's like 10 dates in one, all right? It's just, you get to know the person extremely well in about 3 hours. It's great, it saves you a lot of money. This girl happened to be a crier, so I knew I didn't want to date her. It was great, you know? I mentioned the Holocaust one time, and she just started bawling, you know? And you gotta know that I'm gonna mention the Holocaust when we do mushrooms together. It's just the kind of things I wanna talk about, so if it's not gonna work out, it's good that we know now, right? Save me a lot of cheap wine. So, whatever, so she starts crying, and once you cry on mushrooms, you're not getting out of that cry. That's just like to the end of the night kind of cry. So she's crying, so the date is obviously gonna end, which is cool because, you know, I wasn't about her. So, I don't know though, have you ever seen someone try to use a cell phone on mushrooms? It's weird, because we know, like, everybody knows that the phone is like melting in their hand. You're just like, you're not gonna order the Uber with that, man. Like, that shit is melting right now. It's not even on, you're too high. What are you doing? Why do you think it's a good idea to get in a stranger's car right now? Why is it a safe bet for you? So we finally figure out the fucking Uber, and she's about to get it, and she goes, the worst part of the date happens though is because as she's leaving, she robs me, right? Because the date was just, let's do mushrooms together. But I end up buying her drugs, and she never paid me for them. So it wasn't really a date, it was just like a drug deal gone wrong. That's all it was, all right? It was just like a long-winded heist. It was like a very unattractive Ocean's 11. It was just like me instead of Matt Damon and all those other fucking good-looking guys. So, but as she's leaving, she goes, look, I'm a good person. I'm gonna get you money, I'm a good person. I work at a juice bar, all right? I work at a juice bar. Which, like, I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, you are a good person. Good for you. Because you deal in kale, that makes you a good person. So, she's like, I'm gonna get you your money. And I found out though she does work at a juice bar. She works at the Cure Juice Bar downtown. So her name is Kelsey. If any of you guys could like swing by there, grab my money, find me sometime. Right? Because don't I look like a guy who could always use 20 bucks? Like I just have that air, like, man, I could use 20 bucks right now. It's like, it's true, I could, all the time. So if you see Kelsey, help me out. What else? When I am not doing drugs in the parks with strangers, I work with children, I work with kids. Oh man. And when you work with kids, you know they talk a lot of shit right into your face. Do you know that about them? And you just have to take it. There's always questions like, Jake, why is your hair so curly? You know, or why are your eyes always so red when you show up to work, huh? Why do you look like the bad guy from Home Alone? You know? Can't fucking deal with it. I don't know. This is what my face looks like, kids. You just have to take that one in the fucking chest, like a hollow point, and you're just like, oh my god, you're right. I look like the less successful wet bandit. I can't do it. God God damn it. And you can never talk shit back to an 8-year-old, right? You can't come back at them. You can't be like, well, one of us here isn't a virgin, huh? So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about that? They get weirded out when you start asking them about their sex lives. Like, what is that? What else? There's just a bunch of stupid shit you have to do with kids, right? Like, winter is coming up. So every year, the big thing in winter is that you have to cut out snowflakes with children because they want to teach them that they're like unique individuals. But if I was going to teach this lesson, I would not do it their way. I would be like, look kids, you are like snowflakes. You're beautiful for a very short amount of time. Right? But then you just kind of fall down to the earth and you blend in with everybody else. And we really just want you out of the way. No one likes you. No one likes you. And then the sun comes out and you melt. And then you're dead. You're just dead. I'm a dark school teacher, right? Like, I'll tell you what school I work at after the show so you can take your children out of it. What else? We have to play musical chairs. That's a big one with little kids. You gotta play musical chairs. If you want to know who your next boss will be, look at the kid who's winning at musical chairs, right? Just fucking blowing out kneecaps to get to that last seat. It's like, you will be a great middle manager somewhere. I really can't wait to take orders from a guy like you. What else? Yeah. At this point, are some of you asking yourselves, like, how did he get so close to kids? That's a fair question to be asking yourself. There's a simple answer. It's that we don't pay our taxes. And people like me just kind of plinko down to the bottom where the shit settles. So, you're welcome, America. I'm actively ruining the future for you right now. This is what you get at $10 an hour, folks, all right? If you just paid a little bit more, you'd have a much higher quality education. But guys like me just show up and like, can I have a job? They're like, of course you can. Work with the most vulnerable position in the world, children. Yes, of course you can have a job, Jake. You look qualified. God, it's depressing. It really is depressing. What else? So the kids' job, they're not, okay, like, it's not all terrible. Most of it is terrible, but it's not all terrible. The thing I do like is the kids, they'll tell me about their dreams. You know, and this kid came up to me the other day and said, Jake, you know, when I grow up, I want to be a pirate. I was like, that's cool, man. That's adorable. That's appropriate for a 7-year-old. Totally, you know. That dream, though, is not appropriate for my 30-year-old friend Jeff, who still has that exact same dream, all right? And we have a Make-A-Wish Foundation, but there should also be a, well, there you go, asshole, foundation as well, you know, to help out with the stupid dreams. Because all of our friends have at least one stupid dream. You're sitting next to a person right now who has a dumb fucking dream. You're looking at a person right now who's trying to do a dumb fucking dream. Stand-up comedy, dumbest dream. Just to let you know, that's the dumbest dream out there, stand-up comedy. But it's like with the Asshole Foundation, it's like, Jeff, you want to be a pirate, man, here's 100 unshowered men at the ocean and syphilis, now you're a pirate. It's a super, super simple foundation. God, I have a contact high. Like, can you slow it down, folks? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I didn't touch anything today. It's like my eyes are covered in molasses right now. Stop. Jesus fucking Christ. I like Portland, man. I went to the wrong dispensary at first. I was like, oh, there must only be one in this neighborhood. It's like, no, there's 8. And I went to isn't there a comedy show here? Like, no, dude, you're too high to show. What are you talking, comedy show? So I came to this one. I like that the lava lamps are here. That adds a touch of reality to this situation. That makes sense, okay? It was getting a little too classy. You're like, put the lava lamps out. Make sure the lava's flowing tonight, all right? No one's gonna feel comfortable unless there's a few instances of the 60s around this. Okay, but here's the weird part, okay? So we got the 60s vibe, but then the dab tender right there has a GoPro on her head, and she's filming everything she is seeing right now. So if you want to know what you look like talking to somebody, which is terrifying, I just did it. I saw my own face talking to her. It's creepy as fuck. She has you on. Tell them you got everybody on their phone, right? This is fucking what everybody will be. This is like the hood Google Glass. That's exactly what that is. It's just like, well, I couldn't afford it, so I bought a GoPro and I put it on my fucking phone. All right, what do you want from me? It's like Beta version Terminator.
Alpha.
Alpha version. What else? Oh my God. All right. You guys know the anti-abortion billboards? You guys know those? Those are the ones, if you don't know, they're the ones with the really cute baby. And then it says, there's always like a message like, her heartbeat starts at 18 days, right? And whenever I see those billboards, I just want to see my side of the issues billboard right next to it. I think it's only fair, you know, competing ideas, right? My billboard would be very simple. Just be a picture of me shrugging my shoulders as I dropped a baby. The tagline will read, abortion. Sometimes it is the right call. Not everybody should be a father. This guy shouldn't be a dad. You're nodding in agreement or falling asleep, I'm not sure. It doesn't really You're like thinking of the joke 2 minutes ago. You're just like, I get it now. I get it. Nice. Children. Nice. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah, abortions, they're a good thing sometimes. What else? I don't think I should be a dad. I'm positive I should be a dad for that last joke in particular. But a lot of other reasons that I know about. A lot of other reasons. Like, okay, this is weird. I just had to tell you, I'm a fucking idiot. But last week I found out that women use more than one tampon per period. I always thought, you're looking stunned, ma'am, and I understand that. I understand that, and look exactly, it makes total sense. You almost smashed your MacBook over my face, and I get that. I always just thought it was 1 in 5 days. That's how I thought that shit worked. I'm 28, and I didn't know that. With the internet, I didn't know that. Like, including the internet, I still didn't have that basic fact about a vagina. That shit can kill you. It can kill you if you leave it in for too long. I didn't know that. My girlfriend had me buy a pack of 18. I was like, this is like a 1.5 year supply. I don't understand why we need so many. Where's this tampon money coming from? It's a lot of tampons to buy. But yeah, so you learn something new every day, folks, you do. Some of you guys are thinking about astrophysics, I'm thinking about a vagina and its inner workings. It's weird that I could go out tonight and get someone pregnant without knowing that. You know what I'm saying? We allow the stupidest people to make babies. No offense, I'm just saying, I'm not talking about you. It's weird, I could just, you guys can't stop me from impregnating somebody. Does that kind of bother you? Doesn't that kind of bother you that you can't stop me from getting a woman pregnant tonight? Right now, like, you're like, wait, you can't. You're like, yes I can, here I am doing it. That's weird, it's weird. I see people every day I wish didn't get pregnant. And then I work with their offspring, it's weird. I wish you weren't alive, kid, I'm sorry. I really wish. It's harsh, but you've all met that kid. I don't know why everyone's like, oh, that's so weird. You've all met family reunions, birthday parties. Think of that one little fucker. I'm the guy dealing with that. 9 to 5, all right? So just chill out on your judgment. Like your kids are fucking perfect. If your kids are so perfect, you would homeschool them, all right? You wouldn't send them off to another human to deal with them for fucking 8 hours, okay? This is the reality of it. Ah, yeah. All right. God damn it. Man, I have to take like an ice bath after this. And it's like, really, I do not, appearance is weird, but I do not get high. I don't smoke. I have these fucking sleepy ass eyes all the time. It has nothing to do with the weed. I have like the T-Mac. Do you guys know Tracy McGrady? These are his eyes, right? White version of Tracy McGrady. Without the obvious basketball skills. That's cool. All right, what else? Here's a thought. I hate old people. I hate them so much. I hate old people. But I do respect my elders. I respect my elders. And there's a difference, okay? Because elders sit around a campfire and give you wisdom. And old people just get $1 off their pancakes. Right? You have to decide right now if you're going to be an elder or an old person, right? So we have way too many old people in this world, and we don't have many elders, you know? God, there's a lot of old people. Just, life's, it's like, fuck off and die, dude. Like, you know the reason why this place wasn't around 30 years ago? Old people. Fucking old people, dude. Old dinosaurs who are gonna die in 10 years going, I don't think the young kids should smoke grass. It's like, fuck off! Fuck you! Who cares about what? You're dead! You're dead to us! Fucking A. Sorry. If you know an old person, get them into some type of therapy. Possibly slip them some LSD. I think that would help, you know? Or just a little bit. Or they'll freak out and have a heart attack and die, so who cares, right? You know? Either way, it's a win. Wow, this got dark immediately. Super dark all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Apologize. Ma'am, can I just ask, are you doing some work? Is this your coffee shop at this point in your life? It's so weird. Or
I listen better when I multitask.
no, I don't give a shit that you're not paying attention. I just find it funny that everybody else is here to party and you're like, I got a deadline tomorrow, okay? Like, you are so out of place in a way. It's so funny, but I'm glad. Did you at least take a little hit at the bar? No, you swear? What are you doing?
I get Stevie.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're counting weed as, oh, what? Yeah, I guess it's illegal now. I don't know. Back in my day, if you were high, you could still drive, but alright, so you're his DD. You brought a fucking nerd as your DD. That's cool, man. No, you're really cool. It was bothering me the whole time. I was like, is she a narc? What is she doing? Right, there's this weird teacher up on stage. She needs to be dealt with immediately. It's very odd. No, that's cool. Good for you. So what are you working on?
You really want to know?
Yes, I really do want to know.
I have to send a 150-word description of my company to the press before tomorrow.
You have to tweet about your company. Good for you. Okay, all right.
What's your company?
No.
It's a virtual reception company here in town.
Wow, fucking snooze patrol over here. Okay, jeez. Virtual reception company, dope. Tell me more, ma'am. I'm fucking titillated at this point. I am absolutely titillated by your life. God damn it. I hope you do some freaky shit on the side, right? 'Cause you are. Oh my God. All right, guys, I've had so much fun with you guys. Please stick around, tip your dab tenders, and give it up for the real hijinks, everybody. Thank you.
One more time for Mr. Jake Silverman! So high. This is awesome. I still haven't made it down there yet, man. I'm coming there next. That's my next stop. I need some water. Like, I am parched. That's how thirsty I am. I am parched. I don't even know what that means. This is the best water. Where did y'all get this from? This is not no regular water. Oh my God. Angels bottled this water and sent it to us. Portland's gonna make a killing off like bottled waters, fast food. You know what I'm saying? And anybody know, if you're a good businessman, you plan ahead. Jack in the Box fucking businessman planned ahead. Munchie Box was out way long before they had weed. And notice, you can only get it after 9. Munchies. Hey, that Jack, that dude, he's an innovator. He's a fucking innovator. What do you got back there, dude? Hey, man. Beer. What's up? What you got back there?
Can Nectar, solvent-free oil.
What is that?
Solvent-free oil.
Solvent-free. I mean, this shit is like, you can get it gluten-free, you can get it no added sugar, no preservatives.
It is gluten-free. It is gluten-free.
Clear.
Is that stronger or something? Is that like?
Call it clear.
It's pretty potent.
So it's like the Everclear of dabs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The clear. No, just
I'm coming back there next. I'll see you. And what's your name, sir?
no ever.
What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan? Good to meet you, Ryan. Thank you for coming out tonight. I don't know if you came for the comedy, but you brought weed, so I really don't. You know what I'm saying? You cool with me. You know what I'm saying? You Facebook friends, I told you, I'm gonna send you a like every time you send a picture. I'm like, I smoke weed with him, like, that's what I do. That guy right there. Oh my goodness, woo! This is awesome. This is the best water ever. I can do commercials for this shit. Arrowhead. Stay thirsty, my friend. This shit is great. So next comedian coming to the stage. This gentleman was, I don't want to make it sound bad, but this guy was the second funniest comedian in Portland, Oregon. And it's like, if you don't know about the comedy community, it's like a million of us around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you ever want to see comedians, it's like roaches. Instead of cutting the lights on, just throw a mic on stage. We just come from every fucking where. Just come out the bathroom, out from under shit like, you said 10 minutes? 10 minutes on stage? I'm next. But this gentleman placed second in Portland's most funniest. This is one of the funniest gentlemen. I've been knowing him for a while, and I can honestly say every time I see this man get on stage, he always dazzles me, and he's funnier and funnier every time. And you guys are gonna love him. Please put your hands together and show your love for Mr. Adam Boston!
All right, for real, how many of y'all didn't think I was gonna make it up on the stage? Because I've been looking at it all night. Like when Jinx hopped down, I'm like, oh, Jinx is like a fucking spider. So Jinx can hop off anything. But then I noticed that I peeked back here, I'm like, the steps must be, no steps. So like, for most of Jake's set, I was just Eye of the Tiger in it behind the Christmas tree. Do this! Give it up for your host, the real hydrocortisone. Apparently Jinx ain't never drank water while high before. That's what happened. Do you know they made it this clear? It's so clear. It's so clear. Holy shit. Oh man, it's nice in here. I'm still not adjusted to everything that's been happening with weed. Like, everything I see people smoking like right now in this room looks like something out of a Cypress Hill video from the 90s. Like some special effects weed shit they made up. I've seen 7 people light up what I thought was an ice cream cone since I've been here. It's like, no, you scooped it. Oh no, you're doing it right. You're doing it right, and I need to step my game up. I don't even smoke. I don't smoke weed. I've never been able to handle it. It's always just knocked me right out. That's the most I've used it before is as a sleep aid. I had this dope combination because I used to have to work at 5 in the morning. That means I have to wake up at 4, and I used to suffer from insomnia. So I had this move that I do. If I went 3 days with no sleep and I had to work the next day, I get home, and there's this garbage-ass Chinese buffet across the street. So I take 2 big rips off my brother's bong, and I run over to the Chinese buffet, and by the 3rd plate, the weed starts kicking in. And so I'll stop being able to feel my feet. That's how I know I need to go home. And so I'll walk on my seemingly invisible feet and pass out. So that's the majority of my weed use. So I really need to fucking ice cream cones. Sir, I was also astonished when you said you were 60. You look amazing for 60. Yeah, Jinx. Me and Jinx had an experience. We were buying beer and they carded them. And Jinx, you're what? 41?
41.
Yeah, see, you're a good-looking old dude too. And so, but we were in the sticks, and the guy that ran the corner store we were getting the beer from, he couldn't reconcile not wanting to look gay with still wanting to tell Jinx how amazing he looked for 41. So he saw the ID and he just got flabbergasted. He's like, you look, I mean, I'm not trying to say, but sir, seriously, and it's beautiful. No, I don't want to call you that. So I just stepped in and helped him out, and I was like, it really don't crack, man. It's not just a thing they made up. It's legit. I was outside a bar once. I was smoking a cigarette, and to the right of me, there was a boyfriend and a girlfriend having a huge argument. Just knock down, drag out, which is already fun for me. But it was made even better by the guy to the left of us because he had his phone turned all the way up while he was playing Fruit Ninja. So I closed my eyes and I let these slashing and clanging sword sound effects combine with the audio from a domestic dispute. And it just sounded like 2 samurais going through a bad breakup. you never do ever what I tell you. Clang, 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 clang. The name of that joke is Wu-Tang Couples Therapy. Or Fruit by the Fight, whichever one. Hi guys, my name's Adam. I'm Samoan, which is why they gave me this shirt. It's not like I need the shirt. There's not a lot of ways I can go with this look. There's nothing else I look like other than a Samoan. It's like, I'm either one Samoan or I'm a carbohydrates-only Filipino person. I'm either one Samoan or I'm the little rascal stacked up trying to sneak into a buffet. I'm either one Samoan or I'm 7 Mexicans Voltron together and stuffed inside a 5X t-shirt. Like if someone punches me hard enough in the chest, I'll break up into half a soccer team. Or a landscaping crew, depending on how racist you want this joke to be. Not a racist joke, a choice that I gave you, and y'all voted with your laughs. Y'all got brave as hell when they transitioned this old Mexican club into a fucking weed bar, didn't y'all? No, I'm Samoan. I like that people can tell that I'm Samoan. I do. That's not a thing I always had in my life. I went to high school in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and in the mid-90s in Fayetteville, North Carolina, no one had any idea what a Samoan was. Me explaining my race back then to someone was a 10-minute conversation that ended with me being disappointed in myself because I would just give up, quit eventually. I'd meet someone new and I'd say, hi, my name's Adam. And they go, what race are you? Because people in Carolina are awesome, guys. Yeah. Really great. And I'd say, well, I'm Samoan. And they go, what is that? And I'd say, well, it's an island in the South Pacific. It's very similar to Hawaii. And they go, oh, so you're Hawaiian, which is not what I said. I keep trying to further explain, no, but they're similar. You know the way like Puerto Rico and Cuba are real similar? Oh, so you're Cuban, which is even further from what I said. One guy broke me down so bad, I was just trying to speak in single syllable words. So it's just like big, brown, hot sun, hot, food, drink, dance. And he goes, well, it sounds a lot like Guam. I go, yeah, we have a lot in common with Guam. Between the culture and the but how the fuck do you know what Guam is? Guam ain't got no pro wrestlers. It don't. Show me one. Just a couple minutes of that goes by, and like I told you, I'll give up. I'll hold my hand out and surrender, and I will beg them, can we please just shake on Cherokee and walk away from each other for the entire rest of our lives. A friend of mine tried to crack a Samoan joke on me and it just turned into a real question that we both tried to figure out. We were in the car goofing off and he goes, hey, when you go to Samoa at the nightclubs there, is everyone inside just a bouncer? And at first I was like, hey man, that's what, I don't know, actually. Because you go in there, and it's one of us at the door, and he's letting in more of us, and it's just all us inside. Like, is no one dancing? Are they just on the floor passing everyone's ID around in a circle? Everyone's holding a clipboard, no one's on each other's list. Covered in stamps. Everyone's been stamped like 74 times, some on the eye. I imagine there would be no fights there though, because like if two dudes start beefing, they're bouncers, so once they see themselves about to get into a fight, throw their own ass out the club. Just... Utopia, that's what my homeland is, Utopia. I'm not the only person in my family that's been racially misidentified, and it didn't just happen in North Carolina. I live in Gresham, which, alright, I hear some snickering, alright. That's alright, y'all can make fun of me for living in Gresham. Actually, I think it's cute, because as we all know, Portland's changing. Price of rent's going up, people being pushed out of their homes, forced to live somewhere cheaper. So the odds are, everyone who's ever made fun of me for living in Gresham is gonna be right there in Gresham with me in the next couple years. So laugh it up, neighbors. Pee in your yard in 2 years. Drunk all the time. But no, I've been there for a while. My little sister used to stay with me. One night she went to the store, and on her way back from the store, a truck drove by her. And from the truck, someone yelled, "Go back to Mexico!" and then they hit her with a bunch of Taco Bell tacos. Yeah. It's fucked up that this ugly, ignorant thing happened to my baby sister on the street that she lives on. And it is made even worse by the fact that I laughed my ass off when she told me about it. Yeah, if you're a shit older brother, that is good stuff. That's the funniest thing anyone has ever said to me while picking lettuce out of their hood. I know it seems messed up that I'm laughing at something so blatantly racist, but it's racist against Mexican people. And as I told you, my sister and I are Samoan, so it's a victimless crime, right? No Mexicans were harmed in the throwing of this Taco Bell. There's none involved. There's me, my sister, both Samoans, a truck full of white trash, and they had the Taco Bell, and you can maybe argue that a Mexican made the Taco Bell, but if you're assuming that, you're being more racist than me for laughing at it in the first place, and you have no right to judge me, now do you? Besides, it doesn't make sense for a Mexican person to have made the Taco Bell, because it was purchased with the intent of throwing it at a Mexican person. And if that's the case, you don't have to go driving around Gresham looking for my sister. You just toss it right back in the window that you got it out of. It's one-stop racist shopping. Oh, Jake can kill a baby, but I can't talk about something racist that happened to my sister? Will you give everyone permission to laugh, homeboy? I think I see them all just like... My dad got upset at my lack of action in regards to this occurrence. I called him the next day, told him what happened. He said, "You didn't do anything?" And I asked, "Does falling on the ground laughing count?" Because that I did. Like, I worked hard at it though. Like, I kicked my legs like a happy dog for 90 seconds. He said, "That's all you did?" And I said, "No." Eventually I got up, brushed myself off, and asked my sister if she'd save me any of the Taco Bell tacos. Which is not valiant defense of my family's honor. But you have to admit, if my sister was as focused on taco consumption as I always am, when this whole thing went down, it would have made for a glorious moment of defiance. She's walking down the street, the truck goes by, they scream, "Go back to Mexico," they hit her with the tacos. She catches one as it bounces off her body, screams back at the truck, "Fuck you, your racism's delicious! Nom 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 nom. Next time throw me some fire sauce, bitch! Viva la raza!" She does a rapper drop and it floats to the ground. Well, Gresham was windy right now, so you get it, you got it. I thought this was so funny, and this is 100% true. To this very day, if I am in a vehicle and I have food on me, and I see my sister walking down the street, yeah, I'm about to say what you're fearing. I'm about to say, you're anticipating things, and anticipation is the best part of the whole thing I'm about to tell you about, because it's like pure, unbridled heroin coursing through the entirety of my body as I'm ducked down low in the passenger seat of a vehicle with a medium Burger King French fry cocked back ready to fire at her. It doesn't even make sense, by the way. I'm gonna throw French fries at a Samoan girl and scream, "Go back to Mexico" at her. Still the best time of my life. My favorite time of the many times that I've done this is when she was with my cousin Tuna, because Tuna does not know I have this hobby. Why should he, first of all? So we drive by him, I hit him with these French fries, I scream, "Go back to Mexico." Euphoria takes over me. And as we're pulling off, Tuna, not knowing it's me in the car, yells back at me, "We're not Mexican, we're Samoan!" Which, he does have a point, as I told you. But still not enough to get me to stop acting like an asshole, because I just poke my head out the car and I say, "Yeah, I know, Tuna. I know you're Samoan. My dad is your mom's brother. I am aware of... I will see you at Sunday dinner when our family gets together like every week. In the meantime, can you hand me back some of those French fries?" I don't like to waste food, I guess is the point of that joke. Speaking of food, do you guys have an official Jack in the Box run guy here? Are you hiring? That's an idea I came up with outside. Not even a joke. $5 an order plus whatever it costs. Hit me up after I get off stage. Give you a little bit of discount. You buy me a jumbo jet. Just saying. Show of hands. Who here has ever offered to pay a friend to have sex with him? On accident. No? So I'm just a snowflake is what's going on up here right now. Okay, let me explain myself first. I was in a casual relationship with a lady friend of mine. We'd hook up whenever it was convenient for us. One day she was supposed to come over, but she texted me in the middle of the day saying, I'm not gonna make it, I don't have any gas in my car and I'm broke. I wasn't broke. So only thinking about the fact that my friend needed gas, I texted back, well, if you come over, I can shoot you $5 for gas, I don't mind that. Which I thought was innocent until I read it back in the text chat and connected every other element in our situation, and I realized I just texted a woman that I would give her $5 American to come to my house and fuck me. Yeah, that's not the most gentlemanly text I've ever sent in my life. I don't know if she's upset that I'm implying she's a prostitute, but she at least has to be mad that I'm lowballing her. $5 is not a lot of money. So, I've thought about it since then, and I've come to the conclusion, why doesn't she just get the $5 in that situation? Why isn't that a common courtesy, basic social etiquette? When you have a friend and they come to your house and have sex with you, because they did the traveling, they should get $5, not as payment. That's not like not like $5 is payment enough for sex, but just as a way of saying, hey, thank you for putting in the extra effort to make this happen. How could you tell me she doesn't deserve $5 when this fantastic human being comes to my place of residence, knocks on the front, and upon her entering my apartment, there is then sex where there was none before? How does that not deserve $5 when I paid 3 times that amount every time someone does the exact same thing but with a pizza instead of sex? The lady should get $5. I used to drink at a bar by where she lives. I've taken a cab home from that bar multiple times. The cab driver takes the same route home, uses the same amount of gas, parks in the same spot in front of my building when she comes up to sleep with me. And you mean to tell me we live in a society where when a kind-hearted, generous woman comes over to my place, puts in the road work for us to copulate and have a good time together, she doesn't get an automatic courtesy $5 bill, whereas every time I step foot out of one of those cabs, I'm expected to give them $20 to $30 in spite of the fact that not one of those assholes touched my dick? No, that's bullshit. We need to fix it now. Starting tonight, every man in this room, when a nice lady comes to your house and has sex with you, you give her $5. And ladies, when a gentleman comes to your place and sleeps with you, you can just charge that shit to the game. We're good. Yeah, your sex is worth more than ours. I don't know if you've noticed that. But I wish it were different, but it's where the free market's at today. Like I said, she and I had a casual relationship, but that doesn't mean we don't care about each other. I cared about her very much. I appreciated her. The first time we ever slept together was very special to me because that was the end of a very long dry spell of mine. Like I had short hair and no beard before she slept with me. That was the last time I had sex. And it had been so long, in fact, before her, that a friend of mine heard me telling this story on stage, and he wanted to bum rush the stage because he was so excited to celebrate with me my re-entering the sexual wild. And we held off for a little bit, but after my show, we did celebrate. And we didn't do it in some shitty bro-y way. We like high-five and bump chests and say disparaging things about her while making hand gestures at each other and maintaining eye contact. And then a third friend sneaks up behind you with a Gatorade cooler full of used condoms. That's not how we celebrated. We did, however, celebrate like I had a terminal disease and they found the cure. He held my head to his chest and he started sobbing. And at a certain point, he looked at the sky and said he was ready to believe again. She's a lovely lady. She happened to have a bunch of facial piercings, which is not a complaint. I'm all about that shit. But what I didn't know is that every single one of these facial piercings glowed in the dark. And the way I found that out was, we get in my room, she turns my lights off, she shoves me onto my own bed, rips my shorts down, and then starts going down on me. And that was really, it was good, you guys. It was really good. She was amazingly skilled at it, which she did not have to be, by the way. I told you how long it had been. She could have just probably held her head down there next to it, and I would have got off on the sentiment alone. In fact, she could have hurt me, and I'd have still been okay with it. I'd have just put my hands up, like, toot it up, Susie, I'm lonely, I don't give a fuck. Did you have braces when this date started? Because I didn't notice them during dinner, but I'm noticing them now, and I'm still on board. Do you understand me? So she does that for a little bit, and then she starts like sexually climbing up my body. But when her face gets up to mine, Remember, the lights are out, and she has skin darker than me, so all I see is a round black silhouette with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glowing dots on it, and my first thought was, spider! Which usually results in me shrieking and then swatting at something. But considering I just got my dick sucked, my next thought was, maybe spiders aren't that bad after all. Maybe it was me who never really gave spiders a proper chance. Maybe this is an opportunity to end this human-spider conflict that has plagued both our nations for far too long. I was just extending this olive branch of a blowjob. The least I could do would be to fuck this spider. And I did. I overcame my fears, and I spent the night with a beautiful lady. And as a result, there are now less flies in my apartment than there were before I met her. I should have wore a condom though, because a week later I had to knock this egg sack down from the corner of my ceiling, which I always like watching people pull back on the fact that I'm talking about killing imaginary half-human, half-spider hybrid babies. Like they got really strong make-believe values. He talks about unicorn marriage next, I'm leaving. Like I said, even though it's a casual thing, we both really cared about each other. I cared about her, and I know she cared about me, because on our first date, she could tell something was bothering me. And so she asked me, and I came clean. And I told her about how I lived close to this group of farmers, and we got into a conflict the month before. And ever since then, they've been threatening to kill me, to end my life. And she said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna make those farmers not hurt you. And when I woke up the next day, she was gone. But in my doorway, there was a web that read, "That's some pig." Thanks, guys.
One more time, Adam Posse! Y'all keep moving the mic stand down. I forget I'm the only one that's like 8'9" over here. I went over there and I had a hit of some clear berries with I don't forgot. See, you done gave me some weed so good I done forgot your name. That's some shit. But it was great. You could really taste the berryness. Is that a word? Can I say that? Berryness? Berryness? The berry, it was good. The flavor, yeah, I guess. Smart ass.
Got your back.
All right. Walk at the source. I appreciate that.
We're alive.
Right on. Y'all having fun? Y'all still with us? All right. We got one more comedian we're going to bring up for this part of the show. This next gentleman coming to the stage. This right here is, this is my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, to death. Been on tour with this guy, been on the road. He's just my dude, man. This guy is hilarious. And the thing is, he doesn't really smoke weed like that, so I'm trying to see where he is right now. How's you doing? You don't need to talk to you right now? He high. Everything is slow motion to him right now. Don't even talk to me right now. That cough, that is the cough of success. I love it. I love this, man. This is an awesome spot. I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to do this. This is just a lot of freaking fun. And just the weed. I mean, that's just the most, I gotta still make a stop over here. Where'd he go? He left?
Taking a dab at the bar.
Oh, you taking a dab at the bar? He bellied up to the bar. That's just selfish. He left you. I guess he can't really bring it, you know, you go to the bar, you bring, I'm gonna bring my lady back a drink. He really can't. Let's hold the weed smoke in his mouth and come back like, I guess, you know, that's your half. I guess that's, I mean, I don't know, dude. He bring back a bag of smoke. That's fucking awesome. Make sure you guys take care of your dab tenders, you know what I'm saying? They're taking care of you guys. Make sure you leave $1 or $2 for the things that they're doing. Those guys are doing a great job, by the way. You guys, give a round of applause to the dab tenders. You guys are hustling. This is awesome. Hey, do you guys do you know how you go to a bar and the bartender will do a shot with you? Do you guys do a dab with your patrons?
Absolutely.
Do they? That's awesome. They should always do that. Look, he just passed one. That is awesome. You are such a loving guy. That was one of the ones that had the damn ice cream cone blunt earlier and shit.
There you go.
It did. I thought he was smoking a drumstick. You know those ice cream cones? Look, just like that. It was that big. It's getting to be Christmas time. Everybody excited for Christmas? Everybody excited? Anybody shopping online? Anybody doing a little shopping online, getting it delivered to the house? How many people shop on Amazon? Amazon? I'm fucking with Amazon. Everybody that shop with Amazon, I want to say one thing to you guys. Damn you all from the bottom of my heart. I hate Amazon. I work for a package company. I'm not gonna say the name for.
Why you holding?
Yeah, while I'm holding the weed, and yeah, I really can't even say the name of the company. Are you gonna air this? I need to know how this is gonna be broadcasted. Yeah, I can't even tell where I work at. That'll be. Oh my God.
You are too high.
I am. I was about to slip up. I work for FedEx. So if don't none of y'all get y'all packages in the morning, this is the reason right here. Blame it on the dab tender. I can't even feel my legs right now. I'm like just standing like this, like. This is like when the bartender bring you a shot in the comedy world. Like, oh, thank you, brother. Yeah.
Hey.
Cheers to the dab tender.
Yeah.
Cheers. You're supposed to hit it on the chair twice and shit or something? Did I tell you you're a fucking genius for opening up this place? Man, this is the most wonderful place. I'm telling you, you get a deep fryer in here and some french fries and potatoes and tater tots? You got a gold mine up in here. And a couple beds. We just need a couple cots. I kind of like to lay down after a good blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, you know.
We got couches. We got couches.
But you can't go in somebody's house and just lay on their couch. You can't do that, man. That's disrespectful. So just put a bed on stage. It's more comfortable for everybody involved. Anybody Anybody? Look, he jumped up. Oh shit, I ain't gonna pass it up. Yeah. I'm gonna be high for like the next 3 days. Oh, I am on vacation. That is fucking business. Hey, I'm gonna start scheduling my shows around my vacation. So I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want like a week of shows and shit, I can do it that whole week I'm on vacation. Just every night, a different show. Oh my God, this is awesome. The final comedian of the night, like I said, this is my brother right here. This is a bad boy. You guys are gonna love this gentleman. Just get prepared. That's all I'm saying. Just be prepared. This is my brother. Please put your hands together. Show your love for Mr. Lance Edwards.
All right.
Fuck, I am way too high. This shit is terrible. I don't know what. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know why you would do this to people. This is fucked up. I gotta function and be focused now. Use my fucking mind. Usually after you smoke, you unwind and you're really not supposed to think like that. And now I gotta remember premise, middle, punchline. That's a lot. Oh shit. So crackheads is pissed at us. Heroin addicts are jealous as fuck. They get to openly go into their own place and just get as high as they want to. Our shit was a plan at once. This is fucked up, man. Man, there's crackheads with petitions. They are. They're currently trying to legalize rock cocaine. Sad, man. Meth heads can't say shit because ain't none of that shit natural at all. They just like, nah, we'll keep ours illegal. That dab shit is fucked up too. It took me 2 years to actually try dab. That shit was scary at first. It was just a little bit too close to crack. You know what I mean? Like the initial process of doing it. Like it was uncomfortable at first. Like they pulled out that blowtorch and said, nah, y'all keep that. No, buddy. Nah, I saw New Jack City. This don't end well. I am okay. I was like, nah, man, it's like it gets you real high. I said, man, like real high, like real high. Like, it's fucking tempting, man. All right, fuck it. And then they lit that metal piece till it got white hot. I said, no, you keep that. No, see, this is entirely too close to crack. This is not too much, and it's glass too. There's just too much shit working in negative thought process. But I finally said fuck it that third time. I said, all right, I'm gonna get really high. And don't nobody give you a tutorial. They need to give you a tutorial on how to hit the fucking dab, okay? It's not like a blunt, it's not a bone. You don't hold that shit. You don't hold that shit. I can't stress it enough to you. Do not hold that shit. If your lungs is built for it, go on ahead. But if you not, do not hold that shit. Didn't nobody tell me that. So, I hit that bitch. First of all, okay. My booty hole kept going like this on the initial like exhale, you know, the and y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. You ain't built for that shit the first time, okay? I hit that shit. It wasn't even a cough. It was like my body was like, get this shit out of me. What are you doing? Oh my God. It wasn't cool, man. Booty hole winking, that shit was not cool. I was too fucking high. I was unnecessarily high. And then on 420, I said, fuck it, I'll do it again. And boy, that don't need to be a holiday because, look, man, we already know how we can get high, but that's just everybody's mass consumption day. Like, we gonna get as fucked up as possible and shit. And it's unnecessary. And the reason why I remember it was unnecessary, because I did a comedy show, and I said, I'm not gonna get high till afterwards. After I did the show, I had 2 volcano bags. I had 3 dabs, 2 joints, a blunt, 4 candies, a cookie, some fucking caramel corn, a medicated tea with vodka, and yeah, I was fucked up, all right? To sum everything up, I was fucked up. So fucked up that when I got home, I laid down in the bed and I felt like my head was in a bear trap. And it just was reoccurring, like it didn't stop. So I would just lay down and smack, sit up. Okay, all right, you are fine. This is just weed. This is just weed. Relax. Calm the fuck down. All right, I'm fine, cool. Smack! God, it is just weed. Why is this bear trap near me? Where did the bear trap come from? And why is it in my head? Call Jinx. Jinx, you got the bear trap? Nigga, I got the motherfucking bear trap. Oh my God, Lance, what did you watching? Martin? And the bear trap is still with you? The bear trap won't leave. Go in there, get some water, try to cool down. Don't even get a glass. Drink it directly out the fucking just. It's just weed. Calm the fuck down. You are tripping. I am too fucking high. How many more minutes I got? It's like 19 minutes left in my set. Shit. You ever get high and clean your whole house in 25 minutes? And then wonder why sober it take you 3 hours? Cause y'all know there's a certain part of, like, if you only like hit a little bit of weed, it's motivational as fuck, ain't it? Like not getting high, just hitting a little bit. Boy, you type fucking papers and shit. Sound eloquent, clear thoughts. Shit don't work like that with liquor at all. And I'm a fan of fucking liquor, man. I am a huge, huge fan of liquor. And now I'm starting to like good liquor. Cause shit, for the longest it was that terrible shit. Y'all know when you got like, you got $8.50 in your pocket. And man, how much is a well whiskey? $3.50. Give me a beer back for 25 more cents. Give me that. I'm getting fucked up. Getting 2 drinks back to back. Portland spoiled you on a lot of shit, man. When we went to San Francisco, I went in there, I was like, yeah, let me get a well whiskey. And they was like, okay, you want it back? Yeah, let me get a beer back. I was like, all right, 15, 7, 15 bitch for well? That's Jim Beam, right? Nah, this is Old Crow. Bitch, nah, you ain't gonna give me no motherfucking Old Crow for no $15. A whole bottle is $15 motherfucking dollars of Old Crow, and you gonna make me pay for the shot? Anybody ever been to jail? Like on a humble, like I ain't talking about prison. I'm talking about shit. Don't. They're like, hey man, I just got this job. Don't talk about that. Nah, anybody ever been to like jail, like tickets or anything like that?
Yeah.
Some fucked up shit. Like I went to jail recently, and like, so all right. So this is what happened. I missed court, and they put a warrant out. So I find out, and I go down to the courthouse like 11 o'clock. I was like, hey, I got a warrant I need to handle. They were like, oh yeah, the court docket is closed. But just wait right there. The fucking court docket's closed. What the fuck am I waiting for? I'll see y'all later. No, just wait right there. Should have known something was up because the sheriff came walking up and was like, no, I need you to sign your name. No, I'll be back tomorrow. She's, no, you're going to fucking jail. You got a fucking warrant. You're going to fucking jail. Bitch, why you keep saying fucking jail? What is the difference between regular jail and fucking jail? Like, what are you talking about, man? She's like, no, you're going to fucking jail. I said, oh, shit. Man, put the cuffs on me. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck? Going down that hallway, she's like, don't worry, it'll be just a book and release. I said, okay, well, fuck it. Book and release, in and out, let's do it. Get in there, get into the holding cell. And I hear a voice over the little PA system go, hey, we released a bunch of people. Everybody's going upstairs. Wait, hold up, bitch. You said book and release. That means I'm going to like real fucking jail, like up motherfucking stairs? Oh my God, where's the bathroom? Where is the bathroom at? They were like, it's over there to the left. I said, yeah, I need to go handle my shit real quick. Close the door. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I am in a real jail. Why won't my mom answer the phone? Where are my friends? Oh my God! I know every last one of them sorry motherfuckers saw that damn phone call and said, I don't know this goddamn number. And answered it, you have a phone, click! Cause that's what I do. I ain't got that kind of time to be, hell no, cause that means you gonna call here all the time. No. It's even worse. I had a cousin that was in jail, and he kept calling asking for money, so I had a fucked up suspicion. They thought that was me. So I'm calling them like, I ain't got no money for you. I ain't got no money for you. But no, this is me. Like, I know, not the normal one. I don't fuck up like this. Just answer the phone, please. Give me a sandwich. They gave me a lunch, and it was 2 sandwiches. One had ham, and the other one had cheese. Bitch, why would you do that? That's fucked up. Motherfuckers gotta make life decisions. I want just a cheese sandwich, or do I want a ham and cheese sandwich? Or do I want to be greedy and have 2 fucking sandwiches? Fuck! I hate jail. Fucking hate jail. I am so cool. I'll never go back. Oh my God, one fucking night. I did one fucking night, and that was enough. Niggas asked me, yeah, you went to jail? Hell yeah, I did a solid 24. Held my shit down, I ain't snitch or nothing. I ain't told on nobody, real all day. Beat my chest and shit. Did a solid 24. Ain't none of your business whether it was hours or days. Just know I made it out. As a man, didn't nobody take my man to do it out. Bitch, I slept on my back. I'm a man, damn it. In all honesty, that was my only fucking fear. Like, I wasn't worried about fighting or none of that shit. I was just worried about a nigga just looking at me and saying, man, this nigga really is cute. Thank you, my man, but no thank you. I'm cool. Appreciate the compliment. Fuck, I am too high. Shit. What we on, 18 minutes? Oh, man. You remember being a kid, being high, and trying to act like you're not high in front of your mom? Got your eyes wide open and shit like silver dollars. Like, nope, I ain't smoked no weed at all. Trying to act like you ain't smoking weed.